Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first ever session, our session 0. My name is Jack, and above me, as always, is the swift sunrise. We are embarking on a cheeky little new campaign here, friends. We are missing our lovely Emily. Emily is unfortunately getting swamped with the thing that she actually gets paid for, but don't worry, they will be along. But we will be reviewing our players and the characters that they have chosen to make. Now, we are playing as students in 1930 Miskatonic University, which is a classic thing. You guys are part of classic Call of Cthulhu history. It's very cool. And we are going to be playing the campaign A Time to Harvest, which is going to be very exciting. And we're going to start with Shears, because Shears has shown their enthusiasm and already blitzed through character creation. Shears, we're going to disregard those stats. Can you please start at the top, though? And let's have a look at your Pulp hero. Now, we are playing Pulp Cthulhu here today, guys. However, we have decided to go with low Pulp. So it is important to note that Shears, the hit points you have are also incorrect, because the hit points that we would be having are quite low. Are lower than that, but we will deal with that later. Would you like to introduce your character, please? And then let's have a look at their skills. So let's start with who they are, what they're studying, what their archetype is, and their pulp talents.
Sure thing. Hello, everyone. My name is Bloodthreadshears, Shears for short. My character is a musician named Janice, aka Pearl O'Connell, any and all pronouns. They were born and raised in Sayville, New York. Their archetype is the dreamer. We chose it because why the hell not have a musician who is also a student, but also a traveling artist when they are not on campus.
What about your pulp talents?
As for pulp talents, let's go down here.
It's up there, top right.
Oh, wow. Brain.
Underneath your black face.
Oh, right. Endurance and strong-willed.
It's...
Have you had to perform for hours on end?
Yeah.
Do you know how much endurance that takes?
Right. And you are studying history, correct?
Janice is a double major in history with a concentration in Restoration England theater, as well as a musician specializing in classical and contemporary training for voice and guitar.
Well, that's interesting, because you would definitely have an existing relationship then with one of the NPCs, which may well be why you have decided to go along, actually. Let me quickly find the page. The dramatis personae, as they say. We've got... Aha. Well, as it turns out, that works out quite well, because there is an NPC that I'm going to say that you are probably very good buddies with. His name is Lewis Gibbons. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll share a screenshot for people to have a look at in post, but there it is. Isn't he handsome? Gibbons is from a wealthy Boston family. Arkham is in Massachusetts, and so too is Miskatonic University. However, the reason you would probably know him is that he is known to play piano from time to time at the Regatta restaurant in Arkham. These gigs allow him to make ends meet, because you would know, because you're close friends with him, that his father stopped paying for his tuition after he changed from medical study to botany, which his father did not approve of. So you can mark that down as an existing NPC relationship, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if you play together on that one. And he is a botany major musician.
Got it.
All right. And do you want to scroll up a bit for me as well? And let's have a look at your skills. So what did you punch in?
I would say pretty varied.
Yeah. I can see that. A 50 in knitting. Good. Okay. That's going to come up.
So for a musician, you have to be very charming and very persuasive. And performance, you basically are just like analyzing your audience to see what works and what doesn't. So a lot of charm, a hell of a lot of driving. Agile.
Your drive is at 25. Is that correct?
Yes. And so, that's diving. I can read. That's fine. I'm going to keep it there for the laughs.
Olympics, this character is very all over the place. I love it. Okay. I can also dive.
Janice is that
from a rich family, I'm guessing.
Like that one college kid. They're like, okay, they're double major. Did you hear about what they did last weekend?
Right.
They went diving. Yeah. Why? I don't know. They thought it would be fun.
Amazing.
I don't see Janice as somebody who's like very adept with the firearms. Like she knows enough.
Diving.
I would say she knows enough since her father served in World War I. First aid, again, life on the road. You gotta kind of take care of yourself. Some skills with Latin, Italian, given the classical background of singing, library use, listen. Again, classical training for music. You learn to listen to things by ear as well as by eye. Mechanical repair. Pretty middling in natural world navigation. Very little in the occult. As imaginative as Janice is, pretty down to earth. In regards to the final column, it runs the gambit. Fairly with psychology, read lib. Not much in science. Music would be considered a science, so that's already covered. Sleight of hand. Notice things. Again, if you ever had to read sheet music, you'd have to discern a pianissimo from a pianissimo, which is 3 small P's. AKA, how about I just not sing that out? Stell, she is a swimmer. She grew up on Long Island, so there are beaches. Tracking things, And then just everything else, just
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, so we've got our history major. Let's pop over to Sam now and let's see what we've got. So we are having a look. Where are we at, Sam? We've got we're picking talents. Okay. So who have we determined this person is so far?
This is Joshua Newman, who is like something like psychology. Maybe, or talk about botany before.
Botany to what? Yeah.
He's a sort of like imagining it as a fairly. It depends on the roles, I guess, but it's sort of like has that sort of. He's got the archetype of beefcake. But,
well, the thing about Pulp Cthulhu is that the archetype guarantees a strong.
He's strong, but it's like in this size as well, so we'll see. Sort of like. Either sort of like just surprisingly strong, or is he just sort of like, and depending on some stats, maybe he's there on a scholarship, maybe he's just sort of like that's just how he is.
Yep. Okay, so you're going with powerlifter, and which is the other one you were thinking of? That's okay. I'm gonna come back to you, Sam, because what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna go back to Shears. What is your history now, by the way? Because you definitely want that to be pretty good.
Crap. What did I do for history? 21?
Well, you can, but I'm going to be asking you to make a lot of history rolls, and you'll have a 21% chance out of 100. Not great odds.
Hold on. Shut up! I still want that to be a joke. I still want that to be part of that.
Basically, when in doubt in Call of Cthulhu, if you want to be likely to succeed in something, you want at least a 40. I would recommend at least a 50, right? Because think about it in terms of what it means, right? So if you got 50, for example, that still means half the time you're going to fail. That's kind of what's important to remember. But I'll let you worry about that later. Just have to think about it. If you go up to the top, the other thing worth noting is that I think you might have picked medium pulp possibly, because
No, I picked local.
those hit points. Well, why is it 31 then? That makes no sense. Shears, as for your pulp talents, could you explain what they are, please?
I have endurance and strong-willed, and according to the play guide, endurance gain a bonus die when making con rolls, including to determine MOV rate for chases. And as for strong-willed,
You gain a bonus die when making power rolls. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right, well, let's cut back to Sam. Sam, how we going?
I picked the powerlifter and outmaneuver talents.
Powerlifter. Let's have a look at what powerlifter does.
Bonus to strength rolls when trying to lift things.
Okay, and what about the other one?
Outmaneuver is your build is one higher when you're initiating combat maneuver.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you're gonna be whacking things in the face. I'm excited for that.
Very physically capable person.
I'm guessing he got a scholarship through boxing then, from the sound of it. Cool.
Okay. Did we want to do the stat rolling before going into occupation?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Hang on a moment, and we will. Actually, you can open it up on Owlbear your own self, can't you? So why don't we do that?
I can.
A little bit bigger. Okay, so you've chosen beefcake. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so with the beefcake, the first thing we do is our core characteristic is strength. So what core characteristic means is, and heads up, Shears, this will apply to you in a bit as well. So when it comes to core characteristic, Sam, it's 1d6 1d6 plus 13. Okay, so you got 14, and then you multiply 14 by 5, which
70.
is 70, and that is your strength. Okay. And then for the rest, we roll 3d6 and multiply it by 5. So let's get those cubes out.
2d6 plus 6. Education.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, we're doing it one by one though. So 3d6 multiplied by 5. So 50 for con. For size, it is indeed 2d6 plus 6. Okay.
Rolling much worse.
So that's 12. 8. You got 10, right?
Yeah.
For the size. So that's 16 multiplied by 5.
No, it's 10 with the...
10 plus 6.
No, it's 10 with the plus 6. I included the bonus in the thing.
Right. Right. Okay, you're doing it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Dex. 4.
Okay.
Parents?
Yep.
Of course, why not?
It's a love.
Okay,
remember how I said like potential romance may happen? You guys would be lucky to even be noticed by this guy. Wow. What does that make it?
Like 90?
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Fucking hell. One or the other.
That's right. Hour. Goodness. Education.
Well, as we all know, you don't need to be particularly anything as long as you're good looking.
That was awful. And then luck is also 2d6 plus.
So...
Better be lucky than good.
The good news is, for the most part, it doesn't affect too much. It's a skill-based game predominantly. So, yeah. Alrighty. So you've done that, and your age is definitely not. What does that say? 36.
Yeah. We'll take that.
And what is your character's name?
Joshua Newman.
Newman. All right.
What was it? 22 or something?
Something like that. Yeah. 23 is the max, I would say. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to cut to Elibee as we let Sam figure out his skills and where they go. Okay, and you're a student, by the way, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Ellie, let's go. Okay, so we're at the stats period. You've gone with Seeker. Cool. Your character's name is Erwin. Okay, cool. Good start.
Needs a last name.
Erwin needs a maybe it could be like a Polish name that like needs a last or something. So we are going to start, if we're in the stat area, with a Seeker, which would be, I imagine, the core characteristic would be intelligence, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Is it Seeker or no? There's Thrill Seeker and Seeker. Core characteristic is intelligence. So that's a D6 plus, I think it was 13.
D6 plus 13. Okay.
I believe that's right. Let's find out.
Engineer.
Yep, D6 plus 13. If you want to open up Owlbear Rodeo, we'll have a look at that. Let's have a look at Owlbear. Okay, so it's a D6. Let's go.
It's a 3.
Okay. All right. So 3 plus 13 is 16. And then you multiply that by 5. Which is
Okay, do that.
80. 80.
Fantastic.
All right, Ellie, let's roll for strength now on Owlbear, please.
Yeah. And that's also the same setup.
3d6.
Yes.
No, 3d6 times 5.
That's 9.
Okay, so that's 45. Not the strongest of people. That's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, next.
We're going to go with Con, which is 3d6 times 5. It's on page 23, if you want to follow along with me. Okay, so that's 13 times 5, which is 65.
Doing my
Okay,
math.
next one. Yep, next one is 2d6 plus 6. So just roll 2d6 this time. Okay, so that's 10. So you're right on bang. You're bang on average height, 50 height.
Beautiful.
And then we got dexterity, 3d6 times 5. So that's 35. So with a 35, that probably means that your character's had an injury or something like that. That's quite low. So you can think about why that might be. Maybe they had an accident. Maybe they like to go hiking and a tree fell on them. I don't know. Think about it. But yeah, for appearance, it's 3d6 times 5. So just roll again. Yeah. 8. So that's 40 appearance, which is a little bit less than average. So maybe this accident affected how you look as well. Intelligence is 2d6 plus. Oh no, you already did intelligence. Oh, is 3d6 times 5.
Okay.
$11. So that's 55 POW. POW. And education is 2d6 plus 6 times 5. Okay,
Well,
and that would be 5 times 6, which is 35. No? Am I going nuts?
You said it was 6
Is
plus
30.
6 times 5, or
Right.
no?
Oh, your education? Yeah, you're right. So 6 plus 6 is 12, which is 60. 60 education. My bad. And for luck, it's the same thing. 2d6 plus 6 times 5.
It's the same.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is just
And then
low.
don't worry about it. Not important in Call of Cthulhu and Pulp Cthulhu. You barely ever look at these things, honestly. So all that is a thing. Now we click save and continue.
Question.
Yes.
How close are the relationships to the other character, like not other characters here, but other characters that may have...
Well, you're going to be going on a field trip, so it depends on what you think you would study. What are you studying?
Physics.
Physics, okay. Well, let me have a look and see who you would have a relationship with. Physics. Well, there's a bunch of science nerds in this particular field trip. You would probably be going with the geology team. So maybe you have a minor or something. Okay, give me a second, and we will.
A minor in being a minor.
Yes. Okay, let's have a look here. So if we've got Professor Harold. Professor Harold is sort of in charge of everything. He is. Give me a second. He's an anthropologist, so Shears, you would know Professor Harold better than everybody else, given that he's in the arts section. Let's see here. Who would you know? Well, I will say this ahead of time. Your good buddy, Sam, your character's good buddy would be Roderick Little Rod Block. He's a very funny, athletic man like yourself. Very charming, very easy to get along with. And yeah, so Roderick Little Rod Block, if you want to mark that down. You could know Lewis as well, and Harry Higgins, Ellie. You probably have the closest relationship, though, with Clarissa. Clarissa Thurber, Thurber. She is a cute girl, and she is 21, and she studies chemistry. Yeah. And is Owen, what gender is Owen?
Owen is a boy.
A boy. Okay. Well, maybe you guys are like sort of close, and she basically said going to be one of the few girls on this field trip, and she would feel better if you were along. Like to kind of watch out for her.
Yep. We'll see how that goes.
So yeah. Now, have you already thought about your talents, or is that still a question mark?
Thinking going quick study and lucky.
Love it. Oh, lucky is a good one. Lucky's a very good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured, especially because my stats are low.
Well, how luck works is that at the end of every, well, not at the end of every session, whenever the GM feels like it really, but typically you get a luck refresh, and when you spend luck, you can get some back, and you want to roll over your current luck. But even if you don't, then you can roll an extra D10. So basically it means that you're just pushing up your luck a little bit more. I don't know what quick study does though.
Quick study halves the time required for initial and full reading of Mythos tomes as well as other books.
Excellent. Okay. Mythos tomes, you say. I'm sure that isn't going to come into play in Miskatonic University with a very famous restricted section. Cool. I think I know where your character might be going with it. No, totally. We're definitely not going to be having chats after this going, so how are we going to fuck with this? Hey man, if you're going to be a student at Miskatonic University, you might as well pull out all the stops, I say. Cool, love it. So you're going to be working on your skills now. The skills it'll be fairly easy to tell what to put where. Your occupation is student. Let's go over to Shears and their Owlbear Rodeo tab. Are you ready?
Okay. So I'm going to say temper your expectations because digital dice hate me. I once rolled 3 ones 3 separate times.
To start with, what was your archetype, please?
A musician. Wait.
Musician.
Archetype. Dreamer. Wow. I thought it'd be fun to have somebody who dreams of becoming a musician and also using their history, training to pay the bills, as well as sing the blues with their best friend.
Amazing. Okay, so let's roll your core characteristic, which is your POW. So it's a D6 plus 13 times 5. So one cube. I say this like you don't know what a D6 is. I'm so used in my job to having to explain what D6 means to brand new players to RPGs. Here's what a D6 is, guys. Did you know?
The one that doesn't hurt as much when you go to roll, when you walk around the floor.
Yeah. Give me a roll. Okay, you were right. So So
I told you.
yeah,
Keep that
you
in.
did. You did. Manifested it, to be fair. So it's 14 times 5, which is 70. So you have a 70 in power. All right.
I'm sorry.
And no, it was very entertaining. Okay, so we're gonna go down the line. It's on the Pulp Cthulhu book of page 24, I believe. So let me just roll down. So we're gonna roll 3d6 this time, multiply it by 5.
So add another
2
how do
cubes.
I
Yep. Just cross out. Cross the X on the right. 2, 3. 2 more. Click it twice more. Yep.
Okay. Really?
There you
Okay,
go. 13 times 5 is a high number that I know, but I'm gonna calculate it for you idiots. It's 65.
13 times 5 is 65.
Yeah, that's right. Next one is the same roll, 3d6 times 5.
Okay, so that was for my what's that?
Strength.
Strength.
STR.
The pick things up and put things down thingy. Got it.
I'm not going to say anything because that will call attention to it. The dice are shy. Don't pay too much attention to them. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's a good job. So we got another 13, which is 65. Good.
Okay, so that would be for
Con.
Okay.
Now that might affect your hit points because you're doing it in the PDF. I'm not sure if that's an autocorrect one, but
It
you
is.
may want to have a look at that. Oh, great. Well, there you go. Done. All right. So now size. So we cross out. We do 2d6 plus 6 times 5. So we cross out. Press the cube twice. Again, audience, I'm not trying to patronize my players. I'm
Hey.
used to treating complete noobs. So that's 16 times 5, which is 80. So you're 80. You have an 80 in size. You are a big person. You're a big person. You're about, I think you're bigger than the athlete. That's pretty funny. Cool. Let's go with dexterity now. 3d6 times 5. So 10 is 50. That's easy. Into dex.
So 50 dex.
Yeah. And then appearance. Ellie and Sam, you guys are working on your skills now, yeah?
I'm done.
Punching them in. Oh, amazing. Can't wait. Appearance is 3d6 times 5.
Mm.
8. 40. So, maybe you got a mole or something.
I would say like Janis Joplin kind of looks. Not pretty, but
Oh, yeah.
goddamn was she
Can be
talented.
appealing in its own way. Cool. I'm into it. Intelligence is 2d6 plus 6 times 5. We've already done POW, so we won't worry. 2d. Well, yep. We'll go with no, actually, sorry, not 3 because none of the 3s are appropriate now. So 2d6. Yep. This is for intelligence. 9
45.
plus 6 is 15 times 5. 15 times 5.
80.
75.
Wait, 16 times 5?
15. 1 5.
So intelligence.
And then education. Same roll. So you can just refresh. Yep. Okay. 8 plus 6 is 14 times 5. 70. So pretty good, all things considered. But I didn't want to draw attention to that in case the dice were shy. But that was pretty good. pretty good. Maybe now your physical dice are cursed. Maybe it's the other way around now. Can we refresh one more time? Hit the refresh on the top left because we're rolling your luck now. Yep. So that's 6 plus 6 is 12 times 5 is 60. 60 luck. Okay.
All right, so question, is that going into current or starting?
Starting. Your current luck is your starting when you start.
Got it.
It sounded like sarcasm. Actually,
No, that was actually a genuine question.
No, I just acknowledged that my answer potentially sounded sarcastic. Alrighty. Sam. Let's have a look at your PDF, my friend. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, just loading up.
Ready. Skadoosh. Sam, would you like to introduce your character, please?
Yeah,
What can they do?
So we've got Joshua, Pretty Boy Newman,
Okay.
who is at the university on a boxing scholarship.
Love it.
He's
But I
doing
wonder
a
how
sort
long
of-
the pretty face is going to last for.
I mean, it's kind of impressive. He's gotten this far, and it's
I'm going to
Not-
guess his dodge is off the charts, right? Yes.
he's not
There
just
you
pretty
go.
good, which is that was the inspiration for that entirely. He's apparently not getting hit.
He's
His-
Muhammad
his-
Aliing
his-
it. Yeah.
His studies are a mix of botany and psychology.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, his dodge is quite high. His brawl is quite high.
Yeah.
And he's
Wow,
got
okay.
good
Holy crap.
in psychoanalysis, psychology, and botany.
Wow. I love it. Very specialized.
Spot hidden's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he's
Listen's pretty good, I see.
Listen-
The library use is all right.
Lyraeus is okay, and he's got a bit of Latin.
Nice.
from his
Nice.
studies.
I like him. I like
And
him.
then sort of a little bit. I think I put a little bit in climb and swim.
Okay. Love that. And you've got your best buddy or a very good friend at the very least in the
Yeah.
form of.
Roderick Block.
Yep. And I will show you the art post this, but you all get to see it right now. Ooh, That's it. I'm not going to. So cool, man. So we'll work on the extra details later. Let's cut to Elibee. Ellie, we ready to go?
I am still allocating stuff because I didn't realize there was a second round of extra skills.
Yeah.
I'm onto the third sheet of this.
Yep. This
I
is
hate
just
this.
general stuff. At the bottom, it says personal interest, I think. Bottom.
Oh,
Okay, so you got
I'm
this is your
100%.
personal interest. So these are your hobbies, right?
Yeah.
You'll be glad you have it when you're done. So what do you do for fun?
Not a lot, because apparently I'm disabled.
Oh,
And a lot of these are
You could be good at photography, arts, crafts, photography. You could be a drawer. You could be there's all sorts of things. Well, I mean, by the way, the disabled thing was just like an idea. With a Dex of 35, there is a
it works
reason
for the
for it.
character, but it's like makes things a little difficult.
You can do, yeah. Probably a cane, I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I doubt he's going to be very stealthy.
Could be library use. Maybe you spend a lot of time in the library.
That's already gone up quite substantially.
You can still bump it up. Yep.
Medicine.
Maybe for a laugh you learned how to crack locks. I don't know. You know.
I mean, why
Like-
not? At this point,
Yeah,
I will
you
do
could go locksmith. Yeah, why not? Okay, that's a unique thing that no one would expect you to have.
what can I do? I can pick locks.
Why do you
Excellent.
know how to pick locks? I was bored. I don't get to go out in the summer.
Oh, good lord. Okay. Yeah. That's going to be useful.
Electrical repair, maybe, or mechanical
Mhm.
repair. Like maybe you're good at machines. Maybe you're good at
Not-
disguises. Maybe you're. Maybe you know how to
That's
shoot a gun.
good.
First aid.
Add some extra history because why not?
Sure.
Where are we at?
Yep.
Fine. Yep.
Yep.
I'll talk fast.
Fast talk is lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if you knew.
Oh no, I just definitely 100%. Students. We're lying. That's what we're doing.
Maybe you know how to appraise. Like you're maybe you come from a family that like had an antique shop or something, and like what something valuable looks like. Perhaps like it's like, oh, I know what this is. This is a hubba dibba 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 dibba.
It's a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
I think you've still got some points left over. Yeah, I'd probably recommend just maybe like if you're not sure, just put it into stuff that you think might be useful. Like if you really like the locksmith idea, you could make that a 40, which means that you're likely to like do that really well. Maybe you know the occult really well.
Given the amount of reading. Possibly.
Yeah.
How many more points do I
sure.
have?
Love it.
I still have 30 points. Good lord.
There you go.
Be more persuasive, shall we?
Yep. I love it. Yep. Maybe a bit more into lying since you seem to want to lie.
Where was that?
Fast talk.
Cool. We're almost done. I have 2 points left.
2 points left. So +1.
There you go.
There you go.
Done.
22. All right. Save. Oh, I should also mention, I don't think it applies to any of you, but credit rating basically means your wealth. So you could have pumped points into that if you so chose. Yeah. Love it. And then we click Save Updates, and then we go with Color Character Sheet. There it is. Okay, excellent. Elibee, it's time. Who is your final? Let me rephrase that. Who is the student you are playing? You are the final person in this lineup. Was my thought process. He won't be the final one. If you make another one, if he dies, or it's she or they, then yeah. Anyway, who are they?
Please don't kill Erwin. At least not this early in the game. We're only in session
Not on
0.
purpose. No.
So
I can talk to you about Traveler character creation. That's a fun time. Anyway, yes, continue.
So this is Erwin Jackson. He is a 19-year-old student. Pronouns are he, him, and he is a student of physics. He's a physics major,
Excellent.
but really likes going to the library and reading because he is not very good with physical tasks. So he spends a lot of time in the library reading up and therefore is actually quite good at occult stuff. So, yes, his archetype is Seeker. He likes to find the truth, hence why he spends a lot of time in the library. And his talents are being a quick study, and he is very lucky.
Indeed. What skills did we pump in here? Let's have a look.
I will go down.
Yes, please. Okay, let's see.
all the way down, yes.
Oh, yep, right from, so we can see the top. Yep, accounting. Okay, got a bit in appraise. Archaeology, that's interesting. Yeah. All education-based things. Dodge is terrible, which makes sense. Let's go down so we can see more of the first column.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fast talk is a little pretty good. A little bit better at line. We go up to the top again. We got a cult of 40. That's cool. No guns. Bit of first aid. Probably the theory more than the application. History is 30. Cool. Language own 60. Law is 10. That's interesting. You know, a little bit of law. Library use is a 70. That tracks. Listen is good. Locksmith. So we were joking about this before internet. We figured that if you were going to be, if this character was going to be locked in inside all day, they might as well learn some odd hobbies. So that's going to be amusing when the character's like, "Why do you know how to pick locks?" And the answer is because you weren't allowed outside, so you had a lot of free time. Medicine, you know a shit ton of medicine. That's very interesting. Natural world, yeah, that makes sense. Occult is 40, cool. Physics is 60. That's interesting. So your medicine is 70, which is better than your physics. So is there a passion for medicine?
Possibly. So for this character, I am thinking that a lot of the time they've kind of had to manage their own
Condition.
internal, their own conditions. So they've had to learn some stuff while going through all of that. So yeah, essentially they're good at medicine doesn't necessarily mean they want to pursue a career in it. They're still learning the physics because they're a student.
That's really interesting. I would say that I'm probably going to have a chat with you after as to like the specific reasons, because a 70 in medicine means you studied it hardcore. So why didn't you pursue the medical field? Is it because there's like a phobia there? So I'm curious. That'll be fun to explore, because physics thankfully is all theoretical, whereas medicine you're like, oh shit, I got to touch bodies and stuff. So maybe that's it. Cool. All right. You've got a nun, which is 11.
I'm still working on that one. It's probably
it's a science minor, right? Okay,
yeah,
good.
they're all science.
Like,
So
was that on purpose? Good.
Probably chemistry.
Right. Okay. Maybe geology. Just to.
Yeah, let's go geology.
Yeah. Let's do that. Cool. And who is your NPC friend?
My NPC friend is Clarissa.
Clarissa Thurber. So you can see her art here, and she is a chemistry major, and she and Erwin are good mates. So with that, I think our characters are all pretty much ready to go. Emily's, if we can, we will sort it out in a separate thing. Maybe it's in this video. But we will sort it out one way or another. Either way, there we go. Back to the Brady Bunch mode. Volunteer to kind of step up and say, I might know this character in this way, or I can prompt you. However you guys want to do it.
We've all got like different fields of study, but
That's true.
do we all have like a science? Like we all have a science, don't we? Am I remembering that? No. Okay. Just wondering if there's like
One thing that you may have in common, now that I think about it, because we know that Janice, on top of their studies, plays at the regatta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you all met at the regatta and therefore met Higgins and Gibbons, who are players with Janice, Harry Higgins and Lewis Gibbons. And maybe you all hang out socially there. I was disgusting. I apologize. Belched into the microphone. Couldn't help it. So what do we think of that?
I'm cool with that.
sounds good.
So what would happen then is all of these NPCs and yourselves would have known each other socially. You would have probably gone to see Joshua's sporting events. You would have supported each other in big field group study things. You would have seen Roderick's Little Rod Blocks football games. So with all that, I think you guys are actually just friends. You happen to know each other, and probably it would be Harry who brings up the idea of this field trip to you guys. As he is a geology major, he would have been the one kind of likely first contacted, and he would have basically said, hey friends, there's a situation brewing. Do you remember that do you remember that tragedy that happened like last year, where a couple of people went on a field trip to Cobb's Corner? No?
I heard murmurings of it.
Well, they seem like they want to fetch people out there, and they've incentivized it. They've offered an entire credit for anyone who wants to go, and I'm going to be doing most of the work, doing all the digging. I figured I'd be coming to you artsy-fartsy types because they also want people to check out the stories of the people. So, easy credit for you. More importantly, the leader, Robert Blaine, I think his name is, major pain in the ass. I'd like to actually have some pleasant company around. Just think about it.
I mean, free credit. Free credit's free credit.
Free credit is a free credit is a free credit. Plus, I think I've managed to convince Lewis to come along as well. Well, Roderick, I had to bribe a little bit, but he's good company, and he's a geography major, so And with that, this is not the entire story, the first session that I think we're actually going to be playing together, has nothing to do with the campaign. It's going to be all Jack written, where we just kind of find out a little bit about each other through university life and what that's like, and how you guys sort of got together and maybe had some thrilling antics that are sufficiently low stakes to bring you guys together, friends. With that, let's say a hearty welcome to Joshua, Erwin, and Janice, and we will meet Emily's character very soon. So with that, friends, we are going to be saying goodbye, but we have our characters now. We have Erwin, Joshua, and Janice. Emily's character will be coming along very soon, and you can expect an adventure to be coming up that introduces all of these characters to each other. So, with that, what do we have to plug, friendos? Elibee, you're up first. What would you like to shill?
At this point, nothing, but soon, something.
Soon, trademark. Very good. Okay. Where can people find you on the internet?
Yeah, so you can find me as at Elibee94 on pretty much every social except X or Twitter, which is the only correct way to call that site, where I'm ELI_May.
Excellent. All right. Cheers.
2 minutes plug timer starting now. Hello, everyone. My name is Bloodthreadshears, Shears for short. I will be playing Janice, any all pronouns. You can find me on Twitch as Bloodthreadshears, and there will be a link tree in the description because I go by many names. I am Legion. I am a professional photographer and the head of Different Drum Photography. If you're in the States, in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and certain areas of Pennsylvania, and you are looking for a photographer, hi, hire me. And I am also a professional level belly dancer going on 10 years now. My next performance will be up in January in 2025. If you're in Old Bethpage, New York, and you want to come see me perform, come by, say hello, be nice, but come say hi. I am also working on some sewing projects. I will be at PAX Unplugged this December. So if you see somebody in semi-Victorian, maybe Edwardian clothing, come say hello. I am working on making some posts for Ko-Fi and also for my official Tumblr. Yes, I have a Tumblr and they've let me keep my full name. Imagine that. Additionally, since I have 30 seconds left on the clock, I am also going to be on a couple of shows over on Exquisite Corpse. I'm going to be part of Metalloteens. I'm also on a couple of other one-shots. Eventually, I shall be able to talk more about certain redacted stuff due to the NDAs, whatever. But yes, since I have currently 16, I always like to end it with hire these amazing people. Give them your money. Back to you, Jack.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And by that, I mean...
Just I feel out of breath after that.
He's like an old man giving an award. He's like, don't go in! Don't
Literally
go in!
2 seconds on the clock.
Yep.
I'm Sam. It's theoretically a monthly show. Sometimes it's longer. The last time we did a thing, it became fortnightly. But it's myself and our friend of mine, Chantel, and it's the tasting platter where we just try different games, doing like a one shot of just a game we want to try, and then talking about what we've thought of it. It's on the Lost Worlds Archive channel on Twitch and YouTube. You can find also a bunch of stuff that we've done previously in the YouTube. We've done like some long form stuff and a few others. There's some great campaigns there you can check out. Other than that, I don't think I have anything coming up to plug. Other than that,
amazing. Are you going to PAX?
I am. Yes.
No, you'll be there then.
I will be at PAX,
I'll be there, and we'll be there, and I don't know. Is Ellie going to be there? Okay, well, 3 of the majority of the cast will be there, so we can probably meet each other in the flesh. That'll be cool. Excellent. As for me, you're on my channel, but feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Tell all your friends about me. But yes, other than that, friends, you can find me on Twitch and all the socials at Jack Squarepeg. But as always, the most important thing to remember is that people can like you exactly as you are and that you matter. Thank you very much for your support, and we will see you next time for session 1 with these people. And the continuing series Trouble Over Yonder by Pulp Cowboy Call of Cthulhu show. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. Links below and also on this channel. Go check it out. It's there. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a good week. See you later.